picks up. I think it actually might start picking up when it says you're streaming. But yeah, see, receiving your content in your eyes will hear a moment. Get ready. So I don't know if it's. It says get ready. I don't know if it's actually streaming. It says starting.
I don't think so. It takes a second. But whatever.
But receiving, get ready.
I can't hear you in my mic.
We're watching Star Trek, by the way, if anybody's listening now. You're going to hear this in the recording anyway, so...
Well, yeah.
We'll do official... What do you call it? Don't talk into the mic.
Well, I was actually just talking to Joel, saying you wouldn't hear us in
it's
the
not coming
headphones.
through the headphones.
Oh, no. Yeah, only the show will come through the headphones, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they got to be hearing us by now. Because remember, they heard you just after the burp, right?
Thanks for reintegrating.
Well, no. We didn't hear the burp last time.
We didn't hear the burp,
but I hit recording when you burp.
We heard
so
us comment.
They've got to be here about. Yeah, they got to be hearing us now. Hopefully.
Well, what do we have?
We'll officially start.
There's nothing worse than listening to a podcast and people
when they're just
talking about
babbling.
stuff like this.
Yeah.
No, this is why
there's
only
I can
400
fucking hear
views.
you, okay?
Yeah. Well, I only have. Oh, thanks. I only have.
Oh shit!
I only have 4 live shows, so I don't have much. Oh, there we go. We're going live. So welcome everybody. If you you got through all that garbage, this is Watch with Us live. We're doing Star Trek: The Next Generation, Episode 2, The Naked Now, after the 2-parter. My guests,
Cat
and
J-hole.
J-hole, as he is known.
Never.
No one has ever called him that before, ever.
Never.
So we'll start the timer. Episode, and we're a few seconds behind there. Whatever.
This is gonna be awesome.
Put those subtitles on.
These are
I
loud.
do. So, Kat, as a female, are you attracted to Patrick Stewart? Because I've heard like girls with differing opinions about this. Either they love him or they don't.
I don't necessarily have
The
like
whole ball
grandfather issues.
Okay.
Where.
But he's not even that old here. He can't be, or is he?
He's probably in his 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's one of those guys who became ancient at the age of 30, and he's like.
Well, what is this?
I know, but when I was watching this, I was like 8.
This is fucking 87.
Yeah. You were 8 when you started watching this?
Well, maybe not 8, but I was young.
I don't think I ever watched this when it came out. I think I started watching this when it was syndicated.
I definitely watched it when it came out. I watched it with my dad, I remember.
I was watching it with my sister.
Sunday night,
it was off the air by probably 95, so you would have been 10.
I watched all of them. I remember watching these. I remember the first Borg episodes very distinctly.
Oh, they're like the best episodes of Star Trek ever made, like regardless of series. Oh yeah, see, they all got drunk on the ship and opened up the airlock, and all got blown out into space.
Riker kind of holds himself weird. He's always kind of like,
especially the first season. Yeah, the first season, he's always standing like he's got a stick up his ass.
Just doesn't know what to do with himself.
Until he grows his beard.
I got the toy of the ship, actually, and it's.
Wait, what is this one?
Gene's got the replica like this as well. This one.
I can't remember.
You're talking about not the
Galaxy class, the other piece of shit beside it.
Okay.
I got the toy. I can't remember what class it is. I ended up taking it apart with scissors.
That would be too obvious if you said you had the Enterprise. I know you already have the Enterprise.
Yeah, exactly.
So for you to actually bring it up, I assumed it was like the obscure other vessel.
No, yeah, exactly.
The C version.
The C.
NCC-1701C, where there was an episode.
First female captain of an Enterprise ship.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not Voyager?
Well, no, of an Enterprise.
Oh, okay.
It's the Enterprise C. It's one of the few ones you only see once, I believe.
That I think of.
Yeah.
That I know. Yeah. I think.
Yesterday's Enterprise, I believe that episode's called.
Oh, I don't know if I know that. Like, come on, man. No one's. Not very many people are that nerdy.
I could talk at length about it, but eventually we're going to get to that episode, so I might as well talk then. Oh, is he sucked out of space? Correction,
Jesus.
sir. That's blown out. Famous start TNG data quote.
Fucking
is
love
that
him.
true, even?
Yeah, technically, scientifically, you get blown out.
It's blowing, not sucking?
It's blowing you out because the air is rushing out, so the air is blowing you out. It's not sucking.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Physics, motherfucker.
Because there's no pressure outside and there's pressure inside, so it's getting blown out there.
Okay. Well, I never cared or ever thought about that.
This is exactly, but this is
Never
the
cared. I
this is
still don't.
the season where they actually have scientists doing technical support on
Oh, yeah?
the series. Yeah, there's actually
Really?
legitimate scientists making sure that they get stuff right and
Well, I
say
like
stuff
that.
right.
Now, is it just this season?
Well, let's be real though. How
Well-
much real science is involved in this?
I think they all technically have
Oh my
a
God.
technical.
Are you kidding me?
real science.
Well,
You
I
think
don't
real
know, but
science?
like they predicted like 1,000 different things.
Of course,
And
it's all theoretical stuff.
The original TOS had actual guys from NASA on
Oh, yeah?
set. Yeah,
Okay.
and every show has a technical advisor that has some kind of PhD or whatever in physics, but they just stop listening to him as much as the show goes on. But if you look in the
Yeah.
credits, there is technical advisors.
Really? Eh?
Yeah, Voyager, the guy is just collecting a paycheck because there's no
Well,
science
it's
involved.
more
in that.
entertainment than anything else at that point.
Huh.
All dead. Picard is so old looking, and it's like 30 years ago. It blows my mind.
He looks exactly the same.
I know.
Like,
Well, that's it. He's aged.
He's perpetually old.
Yeah.
yeah.
I love his intro though.
I watched Blunt Talk because that was fucking pretty badass.
Yeah, it's a great
And
show.
he still looks pretty surprisingly hot in.
Yeah, but he's barely changed. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
have you seen him in Dune? I think Dune is one of his first actual
Yeah, he
on
looks
film.
the same.
And he looks exactly the
He
same.
looks
Yeah.
exactly the same.
Oh, and to get back to your question, yes, I am a Patrick
Oh, okay.
Stewart fan.
Yeah, so you are sexually attracted to one Patrick Stewart.
Oh, see, now, why does having to admire
makes-
a man have to mean that it has
He-
to be a sexual reference?
Does Patrick Stewart tingle your giny?
Whoa, hey. This is a PG-13 podcast.
Yeah, that's how they talk to the kids about it. My
Is that what they call it?
my giny's tingly.
So my
What is
comment
that?
on I wonder how much that would cost me is inappropriate?
That's inappropriate.
Okay, I won't say that one.
Miraculously, you stepped over the line instead of me. My line is much more
What
obscure.
does
than
Louis C.K.
anybody
call
else's.
it on his last podcast? Or last stand-up? A giner? A vaginer.
A vagina. Yeah.
'Cause
Dude,
he-
I was taking a sip.
Have you seen that? Oh, it's so funny. Because he grew up in Boston, right? With the accent.
Yeah.
It's a vagina.
Vagina.
And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. It's because it's vagines, right? That's what
I
he
gotta
does.
say, this is probably my favorite opening to a Star Trek too. Picard's
Oh, it's
speech
the
here
best
is
everything.
fucking great.
Yeah.
I like the
they've
music.
They've tried to duplicate this. Deep Space Nine was okay.
Because they just say no, fuck it, we're doing musical. We're not doing any, and no one's gonna talk over it. It's just gonna be a badass fucking orchestra playing over cool visuals.
It's
Yeah, and it's good, but
He's
and
got
then
the best voice ever. Like he can narrate anything.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then Voyager did it smart too. They said, yeah, nobody can beat Patrick Stewart, so we're just gonna have a cool song, not as cool as Deep Space Nine, and a legitimately cooler visuals than Deep Space Nine though. And then Enterprise decided to get Creed or Nickelback or whoever the fuck that was.
Oh yeah, I remember that intro. It was Rod Stewart or something, wasn't it?
Billy Joel or
No, I think it was Rod Stewart. It's been a long
That's
time.
getting from there to here.
I don't think it's Rod Stewart, but
It's just fucking awful.
Yeah,
and like
it's
everybody
horrible.
complained about it, and it was.
But my time is finally here. It's so powerful.
well,
I mean,
Jodie looks so young.
It's so bad. Always late crusher.
Oh, she's weirdly, just because Diana Troy is so annoying, I find her one of the hottest on the show.
Yeah.
But
Do you know what?
Diana Troy's.
There's something
rockin'
about
body.
her that she's shut up
She-
about your feelings.
She ages gracefully too.
Crusher?
Yeah. Diana
great
Troy.
name.
If you look at Diana Troy in the movies, she looks like Father Time has just beat her over the head at the Billy Club.
Just went at her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's acting all weird already.
He's getting all hot and heavy.
It's a joke.
Weird watching it with the subtitles.
I've seen it so many times, I can probably predict what they're going to say.
looks so young in this one.
Did Riker do anything other than this?
He's basically getting data to do
Oh,
a
good
Google
question.
search. Riker, Jonathan Frakes directed many episodes of many series, and he directed a few of the movies.
No shit, eh?
Yep. Yeah, he did a lot of directing and writing, and I believe, him and a few people from TNG, writers, producers, and directors / actors, really saved the last season of Enterprise. It was doing so badly that they like brought in a bunch of veterans from Star Trek, and they were like, "Here, everybody, just try to
listen to this guy.
Try to do something good." Like,
yeah, I never got into that. I don't think it worked.
It had so much potential, but no, it didn't work at all.
It wasn't cast very well either.
I loved fucking Archer.
Really?
Because I love Quantum Leap. I love Jonathan. What's his real name?
I don't know.
Jonathan Archer is the captain. What's the guy from Quantum Leap, motherfucker.
The actor?
Yeah, the actor.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I have no idea.
But I loved Quantum Leap, so I was like, I want to give this guy a chance. I like him. He's funny. Like, we've never had a really funny captain before.
Now, do you mean Archer, the animated? Like the
No, from Enterprise.
Adam Reed.
Enterprise, the Star Trek series. And this is a good pop
is
culture thing
sick bay not like locked down? Like he can just walk out anytime he wants?
Well, he wasn't under security. He was just walking out.
Well, but if she thought there was something weird going on, you think that she would monitor him or something?
She's a horrible
just
doctor.
leave him in an empty room. They could just easily walk. Like if I was in that room for like 20 minutes, I'd just walk out of it too.
Yeah.
Like you're just gonna sit in an
Especially
empty
if
room.
you're drunk or high,
yeah, exactly.
Or
whatever's going on
under
here.
the influence of a virus.
Anything, or just me normally.
Yeah. Well,
like if I was 20 minutes in a room with nothing going on, I would get up and be like, okay, let's see what else is going on.
There's a lot of things that like happen in every episode of Star Trek that there could be like very simple policies and procedures done by the Starfleet. Like, okay,
yeah, you can't think
no
too
one's
hard.
ever alone. Like, it should be a buddy policy on a starship. You're never alone on a starship. You're in space in a hull. Like, you don't, and the aliens attack all the time.
Yeah.
So nobody should be alone ever. Like,
already,
always
like
have a buddy system.
Chances are something bad's gonna happen.
No, but I mean, with that one policy, so many problems would be solved. Like half the episodes.
Oh my
make
god,
sense.
guys, look at a picture of Riker now.
Yeah, see, he aged well.
He's
too.
old.
I think he aged
He
well.
old. Well, that was like 30 years ago. Or this was 30 years ago.
He was probably in his early 30s when this started.
I always liked him for some reason. Mostly just because he said #1.
He's like the main reason I played the trombone in fucking music class.
That's the main reason.
I didn't think you could make the trombone any nerdier.
But
apparently you could.
I've actually been I've been avoiding looking online.
So Harry, is it blowing or sucking?
You I don't know what that's called.
That's true. Is it
Not
blowing
really
or sucking?
It's not really a blow or a suck. But
no, it's definitely blowing. You gotta blow into a trombone.
You technically are exhaling, I guess. Yeah. So it's more of a blow.
So yeah.
But yeah,
I don't think there's any instrument you can suck a harmonica, I guess.
Yeah. Harmonica. Yeah,
but that's like when you're gasping for air. Usually it's
no.
You can suck out a lot of
noise
instruments.
Yeah, it's a different octave or something. Yeah. Right.
Same note, different
octave.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Career.
Jody, you tripping?
She's I'm
oh my
sad
god,
when they get
listen
rid
to
of her.
this. In the 70s, he worked for Marvel Comics, appearing at conventions in the costume as Captain America.
Jonathan Frakes?
No way. He was a fucking mascot boy?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, so let's keep going.
So yeah, I'm
Soap
always
opera.
disappointed when Tasha gets axed from the show and they kill her. And
I
she gets
never
fired.
was.
Played in
Well,
guest
it's because
spots
she
of
does
the
porn.
Dukes of Hazzard,
He was in the Dukes?
Oh, is
the
that why?
Waltons, Eight is Enough,
I'm pretty
Let's
sure
go
that's
back
why
to
they-
Matlock,
yeah.
and even Hill Street
They
Blues.
fired her because they either found out she did some racy photo shoots or she was in Playboy. I can't
Really?
remember. Yeah.
Well, that's ridiculous.
I might just be making that up. But you
Okay.
should probably... Yeah.
He's done
Wikipedia that.
animated voice acting.
Well, he was probably in the Star Trek.
Well, Gargoyles, Futurama.
I remember him
Oh,
from Gargoyles.
Gargoyles!
Yeah, I was gonna say Gargoyles.
Gargoyles had
yeah.
a bunch of Star Trek actors. Diana Troy was the girl in Gargoyles.
Which was an awesome show.
The
Oh, yeah?
detective? Yeah, that was Diana Troy.
A Family Guy episode.
That doesn't
Okay,
surprise me.
he's
Patrick
okay.
Stewart
Now
was
it's
buddy
getting
buddy
to
with,
Star
Seth
Trek,
MacFarlane.
Yeah, of course.
and
They
at
do,
that point, you know,
American Dad
he's already
together.
done pretty
Yeah,
good
yeah.
for himself, right?
But before Star Trek, you mean?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
he's
mean.
already had so
And
much
I just
career.
got to fucking Star Trek.
I didn't really like her as a character. Tasha Yar.
Oh yeah.
She was okay. I prefer Worf as like the head of security for the ship, though.
Me too.
Yeah.
I do like her love affair with Data.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
I
bit- it's a
kind of
bit
did
kinky.
dig that.
Yeah.
It was kind of cute. I'm
I
not
think-
gonna lie.
Part of my love for Tasha is the fact that I hate Worf so much.
Do you? I fucking.
Really?
he's-
I hate.
Well, as a
come on.
Klingon, he's got so many fucking worries fighting
Well, then,
with. He's
I
got
think
so
it's
much inner
just- I
turmoil,
think
right?
It's just I'm a little racist against Klingons because they're the stupidest race ever.
Oh, but they're so badass. Are you
I thought
you were
kidding
gonna
me?
actually
They're
say
so
something racist.
primitive.
no. I just hate the Klingons. The whole concept, what TNG turned the Klingons into, doesn't make any fucking sense.
You always gotta shit on everything fucking cool.
No, I
Seriously,
I
Harrison?
think it's so cool, and it
It's
irritates
pretty
me when
much
they
your
do
thing.
stupid
You
things.
shit on anything
You're
cool.
contrary
No.
by
I-
nature.
I shit on things.
Everybody
I love.
loves Worf. Are you kidding?
I shit on things I love because I expect more from the things I love.
I shit because I love.
Well, isn't that a fucking first world problem, you son of a bitch?
Yeah, it's very first world. But you got the complaint you guys are bringing up is a very first world complaint. So
Well,
anyway,
It's
Well, I don't like
fictional
you as a
for
back to
sure.
Star Trek. I don't like
So
it
I'll
as a
start
person.
there.
Yeah. Back to Star Trek.
This show is actually very politically correct and advanced for its day. Like,
The-
do
my
you
whole-
remember
oh,
the
yeah,
episode that
But-
they had a species that was no sex and
Exactly.
she wanted to be with Riker?
She felt more like she was a woman.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very
Well,
transgender
that's
It was-
positive.
I don't-
Yeah,
I've
it
never
was
heard of-
very
I don't
good
remember
episode.
that. I'm
And,
sure my young male self just
Yeah,
burnt that out of my memory.
Also, what
Burnt
pisses
that
me
out
off
of my memory.
What pisses me off about them killing Tasha Yar is in the very first pilot episode in the 60s, the first officer of the Enterprise was a woman. It was Majel Roddenberry. She was Spock.
Oh,
She was the
yeah,
first officer.
okay.
And then it takes 40 years to get a woman that is above the rank of commander, Crusher. She's a commander at this point. And she's
Well,
just
Crusher
the doctor.
takes over the ship at certain points because
she's
it's a
a
medical
commander.
issue.
Well,
Yeah.
because everybody else is fucking either
No, but
unconscious.
when
Well, Crusher
Picard is
did-
compromised,
Yes, yes.
she's like, this
But I
is my
mean,
ship. Yeah.
they're like, oh, okay, in TNG, we'll give the weapons officer, make it a woman because it's the 90s and we gotta be PC. And then they kill her, replace her with a man, and there's no other woman that is above the rank of lieutenant commander other than the doctor in the rest of the series, which kind of irritates me. They had a chance to put a woman in a
Prominent
They
position.
started off with a woman
Authority.
as the head of security, though. That's pretty high, right?
yeah, and then they kill her after 4 episodes. And
Because of some sort of Playboy.
well, yeah,
thing
but they
or
could have
something,
replaced her with
apparently.
another woman. They could have like it just irritates
That
me.
might have looked a little, you know.
Yeah.
Don't shit on this show too much.
No, because I love how they
Okay,
promote
so
Geordi
let's change it back to Riker here. He also played. He appeared in Lois and Clark, the episode "Don't Tug on Superman's Cape."
Oh, The Adventures of Superman? Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman?
Jesus.
I remember
They
watching
called
that
it
show. Yeah, I remember watching that show. And
No, I remember watching the show, but that's a horrible name for it.
Yeah, I don't remember Jonathan Frakes
Episode.
being in any episode, though, but I don't really remember any episode.
I'm sure he
And
probably
whatever.
touched on a bunch of sci-fi over the years.
Do you remember in the opening
he's-
when like he stopped the bus and you could see his handprint in the bus?
Not really.
You remember that?
Not
part?
at all.
Yeah, he stops the bus from running over an old lady.
No.
They played it at
no,
the top
no,
of every
no,
episode.
no. I remember Tori Spelling was Lois, right?
I don't know who Tori Spelling is.
She was not Tori Spelling.
Tori Spelling is a blonde from
Yeah.
90210.
Sorry, no, other one. Oh, I can't even remember her name now.
Nope. Oh yeah,
The dark
Tasha's
haired one.
drunk. Tasha is drunk.
Are they drunk or?
Yeah, this
no,
is
it's some
episode-
sort of.
Yeah, it's a virus or whatever. It makes them act drunk. But spoiler alert: this is the episode where Tasha fucks the greatest dildo ever made, Data.
Oh,
Yeah, Data and her get it on in a few minutes here.
such a weird choice for the second episode.
Yeah, really.
Like, why would you go here?
Because
They
people,
want to be cutting edge.
I
and-
think I remember reading somewhere people said we want you to be more like the original Star Trek. Like people were like, oh, the first episode's all weird. It's not like Star Trek, and they're like, okay, well, we'll basically just remake an episode of the original series.
Oh, that's
And this is essentially a shot-for-shot remake of Babel, the original series episode, I think. It's the same. They actually use the same solution. They look in the historical records and say, "Oh, the Enterprise dealt with this."
Tasha was in Red Shoe Diaries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that it? Was that the one? Was that the one that set them off when they figured it out?
Maybe, because that
Yeah.
would have been around the same time.
I
'cause
remember that,
Yeah.
yeah.
because she was older-ish. She would look like
Sorry, I
this
wasn't
age.
paying attention, guys.
Tasha Yar was in a red shoe.
Yeah,
Diary
I
episode.
caught up right at the end.
Oh, okay.
Number one.
And that's why that's why we got Worf.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Well,
Worst-
fuck you. I
he's the-
actually like the Klingons.
Okay, fine. You can like the Klingons, but Worf is the
Leave
worst
them
Starfleet
alone.
officer ever. Every episode, there's
I
a
don't
point
know
where he
about
should
that.
Such a
be. He should
cheesy
be.
actors at
He
the
should
points.
be court-martialed every 10 minutes.
Court-martialed, eh?
And how have
Really?
you really expected Worf to pass Starfleet exams to be an officer?
Why
He
not?
might make it like to a technician.
Why
like
not?
O'Brien. He should be in the fucking like transporter room, transporting people. But he doesn't seem like a guy
'cause he's a
who would.
Klingon.
That would be
Harrison, is that why you're saying
security
No, like all
because
the
they were enemies with
yes,
the
but I
Klingon.
mean he's an officer. He's
Well,
not,
you
he's
are a
in
racist
security.
motherfucker.
No.
So
I'm
racist.
talking about the Worf.
Kind of right.
I'm talking about the things
You
we
look up
see Worf
racist in
do.
the dictionary, and you will
Well, yeah.
see your face right now.
That's the only true form of racist is an other species. I'm fine with my own species, but aliens I have a
Is
problem
that a
with.
speciesist?
No, it's racist.
Wow.
Racist doesn't really apply to hating minorities or any other people. It's because
Oh,
it's
shit,
we're the same
going
race.
there now, eh?
We're the same race. You should use a different word.
No, I agree, actually.
Yeah, like
Well,
Oh,
was that-
touche.
yeah.
I see where you're going.
you
where
should
this
if you don't like somebody who's
Look at
of
that
another
ass shot.
culture of a human being, you're just an asshole.
That's an
And we should
actual
call them
full.
assholes.
That's a
Yeah.
full, actually, a quality way
Yeah.
of looking at
Yeah,
it. Where
race-
it's a
if you hate
humanitarian.
Or if you hate
Humanitarianism.
if you really hate spiders, you're a racist. Spiders are not human
is that a
beings. They're a
species?
different race. Okay, maybe species.
It's an
Species.
arachnid. What did you say?
Well, I'm saying,
But I mean,
racist,
hating racist is closer to
A
being
race-
a racist than hating black people.
I don't know. We would need somebody smarter than us.
Because
I think
the
you're
word-
blowing my.
Quantify
Okay,
this.
wait.
When you talk about the word, what the word means, because if you hate black people, you can't. You're not hating another race because you
No.
are their race. We are black. We are the same
Human
race.
Race or the human species?
No, it's a race. Race means.
Well,
I
here's the
don't know. I
thing.
don't know.
I might hate you, and it
Am I completely fucking up
probably
the
have-
definition of race? Race, we're all human, right? The race is human is our race.
Yeah.
No, that's
I
actually.
think at some
yeah.
point somebody really racist.
That's a very empathetic way of looking
And
at
then
it.
we
and
can
That's
it
the way
should
I
be,
think it in my head.
But
yeah.
no,
like, technically, I'm
our
talking about
race
semantics.
would be your Caucasian.
Yeah. But I'm talking about semantics. Technically, you shouldn't use the word race
well,
to
because
describe
where do you
Caucasian.
draw the line? Because genetically
No,
we
I-
are the same race.
That's what I mean. Genetically, we're the same race. We're
Other
humans.
than the
Race
fact that
means
we're talking
human.
about
Race means
skin
Andorian.
color or something.
Yeah.
So if I
racist.
hate Andorians or Klingons, then technically, yes, I'm a racist, and you can call me one
I think
because
you
I
can call
don't
it
like
a
other
speciesist,
races.
though.
I don't think so
I think so.
because I think that's a different race. A species is a different. Like humanoid is a species. No,
No.
human is a species.
Yeah.
No,
I don't-
Homo sapien is a species.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
Human is the race.
I don't know. I think we are talking about semantics right now.
All right, back to Star Trek.
Well, I don't know.
This is look at the first chief engineer of the Enterprise. We only see her once. Geordi eventually becomes chief engineer. I think second season.
Who's using his voice right now?
Will Wheaton. What's his name?
Man, I don't
Wesley
even remember
has
her.
Wesley has a communication thing that can copy people's voices.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he developed it as a science experiment.
Wesley is like
Is that is Wesley, eh?
yeah, he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a folk hero. Like he didn't really do anything after this, but people still love him to this day.
Well, I think it's because he does all those nerdy stuff. He's a YouTube celebrity. He
Oh,
does
does he
like
do
oh yeah,
stuff?
he does a
Oh,
bunch
okay.
of crazy stuff.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he's a writer. He does a bunch of stuff. He's a part of the Nerdist
So he's a
stuff. and, like,
professional guy who
Geek and
doesn't really work
Sundry.
very much.
No. He works a lot. He writes a lot. He writes novels and stuff.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
a super science fiction nerd.
Wesley?
Yeah.
I was always jealous
Shut
of
up,
Will
Wesley.
Wheaton. Will Wheaton.
him. As a
Whoa.
kid, I was always jealous of him.
Oh yeah, me too. I wanted to
Yeah,
be Wesley.
yeah,
but
exactly.
I want to go to Starfleet Academy.
Me too. Me and Dave were talking about this the other day. That
Yeah, what's
Look at
wrong
the
with this?
love in the back.
What's wrong with this virus? Everybody's having such a good time. Just enjoy it for a while.
well, because you lose all inhibition and then you open up the airlock and kill everyone.
Yeah, whatever though. He had a good time while it was.
Too much of a good thing there, Joel.
No such thing.
Yeah, so me and Dave were talking about this the other day. There is never a reference to either LA or New York in the modern day Star Trek in the 20th century ever. They never go there.
Do they
never,
reference any city though?
San Francisco, Starfleet headquarters, Paris.
Okay.
They go to a bunch of different other major cities except for New York and LA. So
Why?
because in the Third World War, me and Dave think LA and New York were completely wiped off the face of the earth.
I just think that there's too many cities to name.
Never.
So they pick a few.
In 30 years of Star Trek, have they ever went to New York? They go to Paris, they go to New Orleans, they go to San Francisco, they go to a bunch of other major cities,
Okay,
but
but how
never
many
New York
more?
and LA.
So you named 3 in the whole world.
Australia, they go to,
to
Bermuda at some point.
Perth? Like, do they name the city or Perth?
I believe one of the characters in Enterprise gets picked up there by the Enterprise. Archer goes to
the
somewhere in
city or
Australia.
the country?
Australia
The continent.
somewhere. I want to say Sydney or
Sydney,
Melbourne
okay.
or something like that. And also a place in Brazil.
So do they name off a bunch of cities and never touch on New York and LA?
They actually show some of them. They actually go there, and in the modern day, but never do they go to New York or even mention it. They never bring up New York or LA.
Okay.
So we think that both cities have been destroyed completely.
It's possible.
It's my own
Or
theory. I've
maybe
never
they just
heard of.
didn't name it.
I'm putting it out
Shout
on the internet
Or
right
maybe
now.
San Francisco grew so big that it became part of LA, and now it's one giant megacity.
And they just took over the name San
Because it's
Francisco
got a
instead
better
of LA.
connotation than LA probably does at that point.
That's a good theory too, Joel. Oh, here we go. The first Star Trek sex scene. Ooh, some bottom boob.
Wow, that is some bottom boob. This is pretty racy for
Oh,
87 or
That's
89.
a low cut
That's
fucking
a
bottom
nice
too.
body.
She's got some good abs too.
Right? She's not bad looking
Hence
at
why,
all.
Alright.
hence why she did the Red Shoe Diaries.
Mm-hmm. As an android, does he have any?
Wait,
Well-
they're gonna bring that up right
Okay.
here. Watch it.
But can he be sexually?
Listen up, Joel.
Okay. This is getting really weird.
Again, a fully,
But
a fully
that's so
functional sex
bad.
bot. That's basically what Data is.
Is it really?
He's a full, yeah. He's way better than any sex doll you can get now.
She avoided all the rape gangs.
She's 15.
Jesus.
I think that's denial.
So when she feels really sexy, she puts like that little curl on her head.
Yeah,
like,
Well, it
Weird.
was really bugging me too.
Like the
I'm
Little
glad you
Rascals guy,
commenting
whatever
on
that
it.
was.
90s thing?
I don't think so. I don't
it's
think that
like
was ever a thing.
I don't know, but it's a way to accentuate the fact that she was rocking that really
Being
short
weird.
haircut.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like they were like, oh, okay, her hair looks nice, but it has to look futuristic. Oh, okay, here you go.
Yeah.
Not like-
In a perfect circle too. Look at
She
that.
doesn't
Yeah,
wear
that's
that on
bam on.
regular days.
We just missed it talking about the stupid cowlick.
Okay.
She said, "Are you fully functional?" And he said, "Yes, I'm fully functional."
He said, "Yes, I'm fully functional."
Bow chicka bow wow.
Not
Oh
bad.
fuck! It's crazy. I called that. I like that. I didn't realize it was in this episode.
Doesn't really seem like there's enough people to man a ship this big.
Ow! Sorry. Keep talking, guys.
Well, it's funny watching Harry. I don't know.
Oh, Hedison. Oh. No, I'm saying I don't think there's enough people to man the ship. When they show like engineering and there's like 4 people there, like if that was an actual
Yeah,
engineering,
there's supposed to be 1,000
there'd be
people.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
on the
why
ship
would there
there's
be
1,000.
Yeah,
1,000 people?
1,000 people, including kids and wives and shit.
Oh, well, that's not very much.
So I think
There'd
It's
be
just
more than
over
that.
1,000, I think.
I think it takes like 750 to crew the ship.
Okay, but they just showed engineering and it was like empty.
But is that all at one
But everybody
time?
else is fucking in their quarters.
yeah, but there
they're
was
all
only like
drunk
10
and shit.
people there, so
Yeah, because everyone else is gone.
I don't know.
fucking.
Like
'Cause
even
they're
like
all
the simplest of jobs
No, they're
nowadays takes like
visiting
14
Whoopi.
people. So if it's engineering, I bet you like it'd be at least 50
Oh yeah.
That's like-
there should be at least 50 people in
Yeah,
engineering at all times.
at all times.
But
It
they're
should be
all
like the most crowded. area of the
Shields
whole ship.
down! There's one guy running.
Yeah,
I gotta get that button. I gotta get that button.
Oh my god, the Borg are coming! One guy's
hit
like,
the button.
one guy fucking shoots himself in the head. It's too much stress.
It's
They're at-
way too big. He
There is-
physically has to run around the ship. Like he can't like get from A to B fast enough.
There's an actual episode where people start like
Transporting in between the ships.
Just beat me there.
There's,
No,
an
you
actual,
gotta
Scotty!
there's an actual episode where people start disappearing, but nobody realizes they're disappearing until the point where there's literally only 2 people left on the ship, and one of them has no realization that this is anything weird. Like the one person's like, everybody's gone, and Picard's like, no, it's only just ever been the two of us. And she's like, how the hell are two of us supposed to run this whole ship? And Picard's like, well, we've never had any trouble before. And you're like,
good answer.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck is going on? It's actually a Crusher-centric episode. She's like the main character. Every once in a while, they'll do an episode that's just like one character following them the whole episode.
Yeah.
And the Crusher ones are the worst.
But even like
yeah,
at this point,
they really are kind of
in medical. Do you see nurses ever, or
you do, but they're all extras occasionally, and then eventually by like the third or fourth season, there's like a standard nurse something.
Okay.
I can't remember, and she's always there. She actually loses a baby in the movie. Like
that's not funny.
I know. She gets pregnant in the last season, and everyone's like,
For
this is
shame.
great. Like, they're doing progression. We see, like, a new baby, and then the first movie comes around, and there's, like, some virus that, like...
Kill it with fire!
Fucking, there's a virus that, like, de-ages everybody, and, like, she loses fucking her baby, and everyone's like, oh, God, that's awful. Like, why did you have to add that into a Star Trek movie?
Okay, so how is Wesley in control of the ship at this point?
Because he's supposed to be like some super genius kid.
Ah, fuck. Are you kidding?
He is.
And everybody, he took advantage of all the drunk people in engineering. But yeah, this
is ridiculous.
Yeah, totally ridiculous.
Oh.
Oh, here's the guy you hate, Harrison, because you're a racist.
I also like.
Or
I love Will Wheaton and I love Wesley. Actually, I really don't like Wesley that much. But the one problem I have with Wesley is Picard lets him be the helmsman before he goes to Starfleet as a 16-year-old kid. There is at least probably fucking 300 trained Starfleet pilots.
300
on the Enterprise.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's at least There's at least
there's
300 that are
amount
trained.
Of people who'd be more.
They've went to Starfleet Academy for 4 years. They've been all they want to do is fly Starship, and the 16-year-old gets the keys.
This is badass. I'm drunk. I feel strange, but rather good. How does this? Thank you.
I try.
I want to try whatever they have on the Tchaikovsky.
It's the telescopy.
I don't know. Tchaikovsky.
There's an R. You're right.
Yeah. I've been
I don't know.
been good with Russian.
That's some good shit.
Suck at it. Not the same, but there is an R, so it would make sense.
This guy needs to check out too.
And you know what? When Ensign Ro comes on, she has jewelry because of her religion, which is also stupid. How the hell do you get into fucking Starfleet if you believe in a fucking god? But whatever. And they tell her to take the earring off because it's not part of.
Is that part of why you hate Klingons?
No, it's not.
Or not that you hate, but part of why you don't like Wolf as part of the Academy?
What I'm saying
they
is
force her to take the earring off?
They force her to take it off because
horrible.
it's against uniform code, and Worf wears that stupid sash the entire fucking time, and nobody ever tells him to take it off.
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, like they're
very contradictory. Yeah.
That's the parts I really can't stand when they contradict themselves.
There's no continuity.
Yeah, there's certain episodes with the holodeck that like it's like they wrote an episode about the holodeck without ever actually watching another episode where they explain what the holodeck does. It's like they're just
that's true, eh?
Yeah.
Where they're then halfway through or something. Like...
They're just like, oh yeah, we can develop human artificial intelligence, and they're like aware. Like what?
Well, that's how they introduced the holodeck.
You know, but I mean, like if the holodeck can do that, then why haven't Starfleet Academy or Starfleet engineers made AI? Like, why do they just stumble? It's just.
What do you mean by AI? Artificial.
Yeah, artificial intelligence. Yeah.
Why is Data weird too?
Yeah,
he's an android.
Again, don't even ask.
Well, because he just had sex.
But he's not.
Yeah, but how does he contrast a biological fucking pathogen, this virus? He should be the only one not affected.
Yeah.
No, is he not affected because he just fucking got whatever rocks he gets off? I don't know. Like, that's why it shouldn't make sense that he can even have sex.
No, but I mean, like, it should. He can have sex, but
well,
why would a virus attack his android
parts? So is he
parts?
like the perfect dildo? Is that what it is?
Well, that's what I said earlier. He's the perfect dildo.
Oh, you actually said
I said that. Yeah. You were fucking.
Yeah, that actually happened. I remember you saying that.
All right,
very early on. Yeah.
Leak.
What? That's
yeah. Weird. If you prick me, do I not leak?
Do I
Oh,
know?
that's a really bad
Especially
fucking
just after,
innuendo.
he got out of bed. Oh, we're gonna have another hot and heavy scene with Picard and Crusher here. That was another tease that went on through the whole series that never paid off.
Did he ever do it?
And the
Never,
and,
never.
and
He
the
never hooks up
Riker
with Crusher.
and
Well, it didn't have something to do
they
with...
get married in the movie. They eventually hook up in the show and get married in
Who
the
does?
movies. Diana Troy and
Oh, yeah,
and
okay.
Riker.
But these two,
Never.
he worked with her
He ordered
her dead husband.
He
or some
ordered
shit,
her
right?
husband to his death.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
So there was
he
a certain...
feels this obligation to take care of
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
where she's kind of developed feelings,
Yeah,
and
so
he's
that makes sense.
honorable. I like Picard as a dude.
They
He's an
also-
honorable man.
They also kick
You know,
her.
Yeah.
he's solid.
Yeah,
he's a
he's solid.
fucking guy.
Look at him.
They also kick her off the show for almost a season and get Pulaski.
I fucking hate that bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't like her. She was
Did
such
you hear him clearing his throat right there? That was ridiculous.
yeah. He's
You literally went... like, he was like...
that was him.
It was like an
clearing his
engine
pipes.
stalling. It was like...
Look, she's gonna show some skin here.
Oh, why bring up the husband, you jackass?
Okay.
He worked with him.
But yeah, they tease this the whole series. It never ever happens.
Please.
I think they just wanted like some sex appeal early on in the show
Yeah.
for some reason.
But like, if you're gonna do that, then like, why design the uniforms to be completely anti having sex in? Like, it's not
Is
easy
there
to have.
onesies?
Yeah, it's not easy
Oh,
to have
it'd
sex
be
in
way
a onesie.
hotter. You'd have to like rip the whole top half out.
They go through so many onesies trying to have sex
Yeah.
in them. That was another thing
So I always wondered, you know, when they do like that trans communicator, can everybody around them hear what's being said, or just them?
Yeah, it's like
And when they hit the thing and they say
yeah, it's
something.
Yeah.
broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's broadcast.
Okay,
They don't
I
have-
Well,
always
maybe
never.
not everyone, but I don't
In
know.
the
do
general
they ever?
vicinity.
Do they ever really like? That's the one time that
They
I.
whisper through them sometimes, which is annoying. They're
Well,
like,
yeah,
keep it
it's-
down because we don't want other people to
Cat,
hear
we
you.
can't hear you on the mic.
Yeah, yeah. Because they're in like situations
Yeah,
where they're in a crowded
There's
room.
no whispering.
Yeah, yeah. Oh fuck yeah, yeah. But I mean, like they're in a hostage situation and they get communicated through
This
that.
set
thing.
is amazing. Did you see that? He like
Yeah.
pushed it and it like
I want that.
turned
desk.
on a fucking axis.
That's a sick computer desk.
Yeah. What the hell? Is, oh, that's a meteor. Or
No, it's a piece
comet?
of the star or something.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't that what a meteor is?
No, meteor's
I
a
don't-
rock.
It's a
isn't
piece
it?
of something.
It's actually
Yeah.
they're saying this is a piece of the star broke off from the star and it's hurtling towards them.
So what would it be?
Well,
Energy?
stars are liquid, aren't they? Or
No, yeah.
It's gases.
gases.
Or a
yeah.
rogue comet. I don't know. You guys have the mics on. The headphones on.
They're not saying anything at this point. They're
I
just
don't
like,
think they're actually breaking down the science at this
There's
point.
something
The
coming at
writers
us.
are having a do.
Oh, she got past the Wesley's stupid force field.
These are control chips.
The star is collapsing. We're in direct path. Yeah, so it's a piece of the star hurtling at.
I can't help you, Branch. We're gonna die.
Yeah. What do you think? I'm
Like, just
Scotty?
try. That's true. You needed Wesley to think of that? Come on.
Yeah, he fucks up the day and he saves the day. Like, God damn it.
Oh, come on. Data. Hurry. Hurry.
Everybody's all fucking screwed up.
Yeah, it makes...
I remember this episode.
Look, look.
I didn't know it was the second episode though.
He's taking data down to the engineering and he has time to make a log.
Right?
What is he saying? This is the turbo lift? Like, where did he make that fucking log?
In his pants.
Yeah, he made that log. Poop jokes, everyone. That's where we got to. We're at poop jokes now.
Nothing wrong with a good poop joke.
That's how I make my money, guys.
Yeah.
I'm drunk data. I'm doing stuff.
Doing stuff.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a giant piece.
What
of
did he
stuff.
just call it? Meteor? He called it a meteor.
did he
I think.
call it a meteor?
I think so.
Right, but it came out of the star.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
Those science writers. They
Yeah,
were
where's
harmful.
where's the science consultant on this one?
I have no idea.
Is Riker all drunk, slutted up now too?
No, but he's starting to
look
smell
at
it on his breath.
Because Riker is the
That
biggest
way to
drinker
call
on the
that.
ship, so he knows what it feels like when it starts to kick in.
Yeah.
Oh man, fuck! I feel like I'm now
He's like, "Oh,
24
Jesus."
beer in.
Beverly.
Let's fuck.
Oh.
Oh, role-playing games.
Whoa. Oh.
That would be the
I
greatest
prefer
role
chief
play
medical
ever.
officer over doctor. There's a lot of doctors.
Oh, she still hasn't zipped up that top, or she zipped it back down.
It's kind of half
She's all
open.
sweaty.
Yeah. Oh, it's the cure, the antidote.
Yeah, but she's so drunk she forgot.
Look at Data doing
Yeah.
stuff.
Story of my life. Not this.
This isn't the story of your life.
No,
Doing
Yeah.
stuff?
Doing
No.
stuff.
Not unless.
No, I meant this episode. This isn't literally what happened to you at some point.
They wrote this about your experiences. You said you were gonna let me get that.
That is
time
the
machine.
slowest moving meteor
It's
I've
so
ever seen.
smooth, so slow. It's and they're standing still as far as I can
Yeah,
tell.
I think the ship
ships are-
is stationary,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Didn't they have like 12 seconds to do this?
Yeah, it was
Wouldn't it
14 minutes or something? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's what
14
she said,
minutes.
yeah.
The thing
12
was gonna
minutes or
hit the
14
ship in
minutes.
14
yeah.
minutes.
So drunk Wesley just like he's like super genius when he's this drunk, he just kind of like riffing because he's
always
figuring
super genius.
everything out.
He's always
yeah.
super genius.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's why they give him.
And
the
this is where
helmsman
you're like,
position
you're a
As a
genius.
16-year-old. Let's just give the most, the biggest and most complicated machine made by man.
Yeah, that's
over
a pretty
to
that's
the
a
fucking
serious
16-year-old.
job.
Yeah.
Especially when you're going warp.
Yeah. Oops! I plotted a
Do
course
they
through a
explain like how do they miss stuff going warp?
sun. Well, they have like the sensors are like.
Okay, so they actually put some thought into it. They're like,
yeah, but that's all taken. They explain all that in the original series, and they
Oh,
dabble
okay.
it in this one. They're assuming you know the deal about traveling at warp. And
oh, okay.
they gloss over it pretty heavily.
So warp, where is warp versus light speed? It's not quite light speed, right?
The best way I can describe it is warps the space between point A and point B, and then you travel at impulse speed, which is almost light speed, because nothing can go faster than light.
No,
So you warp
because
the
you'd be
space,
going back in time, according to
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking.
and then
Yeah.
you warp the space between point A and point B.
Why
where
did
you
he
go
need to be
and then you
vaccinated?
travel.
He has no blood.
Yeah,
And he's
I
on
don't
even
get it.
faster doing stuff
yeah.
mode.
No.
He sped up when the
He's got to do.
the
He should have been the one the whole time, being like, "What the fuck
Yes,
is going on?
Yeah, and they do episodes
People,
like that.
tell me, I don't get it."
They do episodes
Yes.
where like they all lose their fucking mind or something like that. And he's the only one that's sane left.
Well,
or-
of course, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Fuck this ship. Get out of the way.
Oh shit.
Da, 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 da.
They're all dead anyway. Fuck them.
Just their souls.
Just their souls are dead.
Well, that's way better than your body, I guess.
guess.
Your immortal essence
I
is
would-
just
I would-
dead
yeah.
forever. Yeah.
What about all the other empty holes? Where the chips were at by those parts?
Get the fuck out of there. Oh.
You know, it'd be awesome if that slow-moving rock slowly chased them through the whole
The whole
series,
series.
and every once in a while, it'd be just catching up to them.
At the end of every episode, it
Yeah.
appears
Oh
in
shit,
the credits.
Data!
No,
Let's
they never
go.
noticed it. They never noticed it.
Oh,
They-
it was
they
just like
go
you
to
see it on the
warp.
horizon,
Yeah.
like with like an angry
They're
asteroid
like,
face.
oh, that was a crazy adventure. And they go to warp, and then in the credits, you see a fucking pan. The asteroid pans across, following them eternally.
The asteroid is just slowly following them. And it follows them like back in time in those certain episodes too.
Yeah.
Somehow it just kind of catches into the wormhole at the last second. If you just saw that on the horizon, the whole series, that would have been brilliant. You know what I mean? Like just as the episode
Couldn't
ends.
just let the kid be drunk for a little while.
Yeah, you just give him the experience, or at least Data. He's like the only time he's gonna feel real emotion.
Oh, they didn't give him the vaccination.
Yeah,
should
because
have held on.
drunk is real emotion.
Well, I mean, it's closer than it's fake emotion, but it's closer than no emotion.
Okay,
Are we
well,
talking about getting drunk
I'll
versus
give you
being
that
sober?
one.
No, I'm talking about leaving Data have the experience of being
Oh,
drunk.
yeah,
'Cause he's
yeah.
never gonna get that again.
And he was equating drunk as
True emotion.
a true emotion.
Yeah. That was what it isn't. What are you guys talking about?
I don't know. What are we talking about?
I thought being drunk is how everyone expresses their emotions.
No, it is an accentuated version of yourself, though. I gotta say. I think you
we're
kinda
actually gonna
default.
start talking seriously about this. now?
Well, maybe not.
Why
But
do you keep as you talk? You move
because
the mic
I do
away from
stuff with
yourself.
my hands.
Stop
when
it!
when I'm pontificating.
There's other things you could do with your hands.
Yeah.
Well, I only got one
drink
left,
the
so
beer.
yeah.
Instead of fucking around with the mic.
Let's go to the next job because we did that one so well.
Warp 3. Why are you going to Warp 3? It's lame.
Because we have like a half a month to get there.
You go Warp 7 and get there in 2 hours. Why
Not in a hurry. They're all
They like
hungover
to
at
say
this
different
point. So.
numbers.
Yeah, there are 3 today. We gotta save on the space gas.
Today's
Like,
episode is brought to you by the number 3.
Yeah.
3's the lucky number.
Once again, 3.
Oh, the episode's
Takes
over.
3 legs to make a tripod.
Oh, I
Or
enjoyed
to
that.
make a table stand.
We
A triangle.
the
has
next-
3 sides.
The next episode is the famous episode where they go to the planet of all black people. You guys want to keep going?
Oof, I don't think we can handle a planet full of black people.
All black people.
Wow.
It's like the most racist episode of Star Trek ever made.
Let's do it!
You guys want to keep going?
Not immediately.
Damn right, I'm
No,
gonna
Do a cut.
Yeah, we'll do the cut and we'll start
should
it.
afford
The stream in
a diaper.
5. We'll take a 5-minute break.
5-minute
We'll start
breather.
it. Stop it here, and we'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Thanks for joining us, and you guys have a good one.
do,
No,
do.
it cut us off there. Shit.
Nobody's like waiting.
We're
for the
listening
next
to
one.
it. No, but it's
I
the
know.
recording is fucked up. We're recording again,
There's
guys.
actually
Uh,
one person watching. Is that
Are
your
we
dad?
recording
Yeah,
right now?
yeah, we're back recording.
Oh.
Sorry about the guys. We cut off the last part of the episode. We're just gonna take a break here, and we're gonna go on to the next episode of Star Trek. But we'll be back in about 5
Dun, 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 dun.
Say have a good one.
I gotta take a piss.
Well, we're still recording, so say have a good one.
I don't know. I have problems with you telling me what to do. mustache.
He has like an
little
old man eyebrow thing.
Yeah, I
going on
like
right
that
now.
too. What is it? A check?
No,
Check?
we're live.
Oh,
Live right
We're
now?
broadcasting, yeah.
well, I stand by my statement about beardy dogs and
Sorry,
Dog
welcome back
is
from the break,
love.
everybody. We're going to continue with Star Trek, the Code of
Racist.
Honor, episode 3. The most
Code
racist
of
episode
Honor?
Ever.
Is this literally the most racist thing
Yeah.
like Star Trek's ever done?
Yeah, they don't play it on TV
But they
anymore.
don't do racist stuff, so is it like more like...
It was
Oh my god, I
unintentionally-
remember
Yeah,
this episode.
okay.
It's unintentionally racist.
I like it. Let's do it.
Alright, so post to Facebook.
So guys, hopefully that didn't hit anybody.
I'm hopefully not, but knock them out, but...
Yeah, but beardy dogs? What do you qualify as a beardy dog? Because most dogs have facial hair.
Okay,
If not
so
all
Beardy.
dogs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
so my cocker spaniel.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
spaniel.
Yeah, when she's not,
Is she beardy? No.
she gets beardy, dude.
The spaniels?
Oh yeah, she gets hair down in her chin, like underneath her, like down in here, like that part
Okay.
underneath the
Yeah.
bottom
Oh, yeah,
of their
okay. She's
thing.
not short-haired. Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And then even the mustache coming off her lip, if I let it grow long, like in the
Yeah.
wintertime, she literally looks like a little bear or an Ewok,
No, I know. Yeah, my dog too.
right?
Yeah,
So
totally.
cockapoodles, or whatever. What is that? Golden doodles.
Golden doodles. Yep. Yeah.
Dogs
he
like
looks
that.
like a golden doodle. Yeah.
There's
I
other
get
ones.
that
There's
all the
lots
time.
of beardy dogs. Do you really want me to name every
No,
single
I
one?
wanted to know.
Do you want to know how obsessed I am? It's like a scale of fucking 12, and it's like that's
So-
a 1
so do
to
you like
5.
dogs?
I kind of like dogs a
You
lot.
kind of like dogs a little
I
bit.
like dogs
Yeah.
a lot.
What about cats?
You know what? I don't mind cats. I don't like cat litter.
Yeah.
That is the worst part about having a cat.
It
But
is
Yeah.
actually
if
easier
you-
though,
you should-
honestly.
It is easier.
I don't
and
care
you
about
should-
easy.
Yeah.
Love's
It's
not easy. Love's
shit
real.
in your
Love
house.
sucks. Love's
you can-
fucking unconditional.
You can train cats to shit in the
hurts.
toilet.
And love bites.
You can't train dogs to shit in the toilet. You can train cats.
My dog does pee in the shower
That's
My
creepy.
though, not by intent, but he started doing it, and I decided just well, if he's gonna do it anywhere, he might as well go in the
Might as
shower.
well go in the shower. Yeah.
Like that Seinfeld episode. You have a dog that pees in the shower. That wasn't the actual episode, but
No.
it was kind of a similar reference.
Okay, so episode 3, most racist episode ever. We're starting the timer now.
Okay, so
Sorry, I'm
let's-
stepping on that.
I'm so proud.
We're playing the episode now.
Step all over it. So, do they ever kind of like talk about what happened the last episode?
Captain's
ever? Or
log.
is it just
Yeah,
like
There's a few episodes that are
Yeah.
like two
Ah.
murders, but they
because they
rarely
literally just
Ah.
came from like.
they rarely ever like bring up the last
Okay.
thing that happened. Yeah.
So the last episode they weren't like, let's go to this planet, and then now they're here.
No, they never
Oh,
brought this
okay.
up. Yeah,
So
they're
it's
just
Yeah,
like,
they
let's
never-
go on our next adventure.
Yeah.
It's just the next adventure.
Yeah.
Legonian.
You have the helm, Mr. Data.
If everybody walks in sequence.
Perfect stride.
Yup.
They're all military men and women. Right? I get that right?
I don't know even. Like, fuck, it's just getting absurd at this point. And
Oh yeah, and they kidnap. Oh well, spoiler alert. This is they try to take Tasha as a sex slave.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Well, not necessarily. He wants to make it like a
So they
wife,
cast
kind
her in
of.
this role, and they didn't know that she was in Red Shoe Diaries before they did this.
Or she did it during.
Yeah.
Or she did it during.
I
the
feel like
book
she
contract.
did it before, and that was part of the reason. And then it became
Oh, so they just
public
like
knowledge.
Well
like
known,
laughed
yeah.
about it and
She
took
probably didn't
advantage.
put it on her resume.
Oh, rolling out the red carpet.
Yeah, the leader or something falls in love with her or something. Yeah, this guy.
But
Oh wait, I
Women-
totally remember all of
men-
this episode.
yeah, men in this society.
Did he say that they're slightly humanoid or something?
No, the women are
They
the
are
ones that are
humans.
rich,
Okay.
and they
They own
have
all
a
the
number
property.
1 and a number
But did
2.
Riker say that?
What?
They're closely humanoid? They are humanoid. They're black people.
So they're not. He
But
said
he
these
said
are,
closely,
so they're not from Earth. These
Okay.
people were.
so they're almost
But that's some
humanoid.
vague racism right there.
Oh, that's a
Some veiled,
totally
that's what I
yeah,
meant to say.
yeah,
Veiled reason.
Veiled,
Totally.
yeah, veiled.
totally veiled.
Veiled.
Oh, veiled. Yeah.
Successful racism.
Yeah. Veiled in color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was bad. It's funny, but
But yeah, they try to like cover it by saying like all the women own everything, but the men
Which is
rule
sexism
everything.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, the men run everything. They do have all the jobs and they're the ruler, but the women own everything. That's how it's separated in the society.
That was the weakest throwdown I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. She has to like open up the box. She
What
doesn't
would you
scan it.
apologize for?
She doesn't
Just
take her
scan
tricorder.
it. Yeah, I'm
or
just gonna make
nothing.
sure it's not a bomb.
Yeah. Make sure it's not a kaboom.
Kaboom. Sound like someone shit their pants. Boom boom.
Boom boom boom.
Do, do, do.
I love the hats of the guys in the background. Those guards. These guys' hats suck. But could like
They're very
literally-
turban-like.
Literally, the costume department was like, okay, what costumes do you want us to make for these aliens? And they get a memo that said African.
Genie? Oh,
Just
oh my god.
African. Like that's all they got. Like look at that. Like
Wow.
That's terrible.
This is awful. Can you imagine this airing in this day and age?
it doesn't. They don't air this episode
Oh,
anymore.
I'm sure they don't.
No, when it's on syndicated television shows, they just completely skip over this episode.
It's brutal.
Do they really?
Like
Yeah.
already, it's like they literally just took an African tribe.
It's
And
very.
put 'em on
It's,
another
onto the
planet.
Enterprise.
it's very. Yeah, it's very.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Do do do.
To ignore the last episode.
This is like.
And have a new adventure
My
with learning
favorite.
nothing every episode.
Where no one has gone before.
That's the first
So
time
good.
they say no one. The other one is no man.
Not Harrison.
Such a good intro too.
No, there's no one. Excluding Harrison.
Who wrote the intro? You know?
Oh, fuck, like the music?
Yeah.
No.
I'm just thinking maybe it's like a famous composer of some sort. Maybe.
Well, he's probably famous because he did Star Trek.
Yeah.
No one's
So good.
famous because they did start.
It is the kiss of death for an actor.
We could probably literally do anything though because this show is so iconic. It could have been a horrible intro.
No, I think you needed it. I think that's
You think so?
part of
Okay.
the one of the main pieces of having an
I
amazing
agree
show
that it's a great intro, but
is having that piece. That's part of the piece that you need to have a great show. Is the intro.
Yeah, you got to watch it a whole lot of times and or skip over it. And
Well, in
it's,
the '90s, and then now they do it right, and it lasts for 2 seconds. Just flashes the name of the show. See those guys with the spears? Those hats are awesome.
is that a hat?
I don't know what the fuck it is.
where do you see spears?
It is right hand off screen. He has a spear in his hand.
So do they know that, or do they think that they are from Earth originally? Is that the
No,
whole
what
point?
you just said is they're vaguely humanoid, so they're treating these people like aliens. They have no connection to.
Now, are they doing that because they were
No,
bored somewhere
no.
else or because they're black? And are you just like
Why are you
assuming?
Why are you giving aliens 13th century artifacts?
Well, because he was comparing it to some other thing on Earth, is what he was doing.
Everybody needs
okay.
transportation, Harrison.
Oh, okay. So yeah, these are aliens. These aren't human beings.
These aren't. They didn't come from Earth and land here. And start
That's what I
living.
thought,
Okay.
but apparently, if he said they're vaguely humanoid, like you said, Riker. Fucking-
Yeah, that's what he said.
Ooh, you'll
Then,
do
yeah.
that
I don't think it's vaguely.
fever.
Humanoid, but close or something.
not
It was
human
weird.
but close. Yeah.
Yeah. Because these
Don't-
are humans. They're not even trying to pretend like they're not humans at this point.
No. Like they went out of their way to give that guy a scar on his face. Oh, maybe he just has a scar on his face. I should not prejudge.
I think that was the guy that got beat by.
Yeah, but she did give him that scar.
No, but maybe he just spent his whole life getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
He just faked his way to the head of the security or whatever.
See, spears. There's literally spear chuckers on screen right now.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Oh, my ass started to do that. Just rub it in your sweater.
Just
Oh,
an
God.
inch to the left.
I like him much better with the beard. How about you guys?
I already said that
Riker.
in the
Did
first
I?
episode.
Oh shit. Alright, sorry. Yeah, that's a
I
fake
well, I
scar.
mentioned the beard. I didn't say that I necessarily liked him, but like I feel it's
It's not Riker with it, the beard.
I like the beard.
So why is Deanna Troi commenting on human history? She's not human.
Half human.
Oh, is she half human?
She's
Yeah.
half human,
Half
Half
Betazoid.
Betazoid.
Human. Yeah, she grew up on Betazoid, I'm pretty sure.
But they look like humans.
Beta Z.
So as Starfleet officers or like sailors of the 21st
But-
century.
But her mom looks like a human, right? Like she wasn't
Her mom was Betazoid.
putting that out on yourself.
Her mom was Betazoid. Her dad was human.
But the
Yeah.
Betazoids look human.
Yes,
Completely.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
the part if you I'm gonna get super nerdy here.
No.
And this is where he
certain-
gets all hot and horny for her.
No, certain books explain that like 200 years ago, a colony of humans landed on Beta Z, and because of the atmosphere, they developed telepathic abilities.
Oh, well,
And then when the
oh.
Federation developed warp technology, they met the Beta Zs, they joined the Federation, and so they're kind of aliens, but kind of not.
Okay.
That's the best explanation I've ever heard of it. Because why does so many planets have people that look like humans?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. There's like a dozen or 2 dozen races that just identically look like humans, or they have nose ridges. Like,
Always with the ridges.
yeah, so a lot of these races are explained that they're distant
was it
human.
Roddenberry that wanted them to look humanoid? Because
Oh
he
no, it
didn't
was
think
just
that you
it was
could-
a.
Well, it's easier for casting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and expensive. It's not as
But
expensive.
wasn't it a philosophy that they should look like humans because you wouldn't relate to them otherwise or something?
Well, that's the
Oh, that's a good
excuse.
point. That's
the
a
I
valid-
think
excuse
that's
after.
actually I've heard that before.
That's
Yeah,
a
but I
that's a
mean,
valid
like,
point, but
if-
I would think it was more monetary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they
probably.
they did do the Andorians with the weird ear stalks.
It
and
is
stuff.
Star Trek. I'm sure the budget wasn't necessarily
Like this is just
over the
lazy
moon.
though. Like they're like fucking.
Well, this
no.
is lazy, yeah.
And see, like this is what a holodeck is supposed to be used for.
This guy's just not doing very well.
Yeah. He keeps on getting tossed around by the ladies. Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh no.
She's got that underneath.
She's got that.
She's got the full
Full
uniform
uniform,
underneath.
yeah.
So why did she have to put the gi on in the first place?
Yeah, tradition.
Big. I was just gonna say tradition. Impresses me.
Oh
I like you.
He's deciding on the kidnapping.
Well, he's
But how could they
deciding on
kidnap
wanting
her
to
because
take
she
her.
just like handed all
And
of
they
the
have
asses?
no technology. I don't understand. They're just like, have they established that
They're
these people-
primitive.
Yeah, they seem that way, but apparently they have mastered being able to kidnap Starfleet officers. Look at they have transporter technology. That's a significant technology for people who
That's
are.
ridiculous. Did you see that scene? He wasn't even worried. He pivoted, said something,
Yeah.
and then stood there.
Yeah. He didn't even run to the bridge.
No.
But apparently he is.
He
at the
wasn't
bridge.
concerned at all. He was like, "All right, yeah, well, there you go."
Oh, well, we've got war.
Okay, so they do have space stations and shit. This is so confusing. You just gotta fire photon torpedoes? Photon torpedoes are like firing 100 different nukes.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the whole idea of a photon torpedo. It's like, that's what they used to do before
So
they
they
had
could
them.
destroy this planet if they wanted to.
Oh yeah, like the Enterprise, the Kirk's Enterprise could destroy a planet. In like an hour. It could level the entire surface of a planet. Not using torpedoes, just with the fucking lasers. The phasers.
Kat, are you playing a game right now?
Well, no, the internet's being fucky.
You're trying to say.
Now I am. I can do a few things at once. Like drink this beer.
I thought you were looking up Star Trek facts.
Did that earlier.
I said it in my most serious voice.
No, I've got to fight the monster.
Why?
Could she read their minds?
Yeah, but why aren't they just sending down like 10 security officers to kidnap her back, you know?
Well,
Rescue mission?
Yeah.
Is it like Prime Directive bullshit?
What, guys? I'm watching you. How you do stuff? See other comments, if I may. Oh,
So they're just
respect
gonna-
for patience. Oh, there's a
So
good.
what is Riker doing up top right now?
There's
He's
gonna-
taking her point?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they don't have somebody else to take over that
To
position.
look at that thing? Because they can't, like, just
You're
scroll
right.
over or something and see
Yes.
it from anywhere. You have to actually physically be in that spot to actually see what's going on. Harrison, are you listening to me right now?
Yes.
Think about this in today's age. You have to actually go to that spot. You can't just sit there and just scroll over and see what she would see.
Exactly. Like, why the fuck? Again, that's
Well,
technology.
of course, but
Okay,
that's
can I
the
have my
difference.
phone
'Cause
back?
they didn't even think shit would be this
Oh,
advanced.
shut the
No,
fucking
no.
thing off.
They did not think it would be this advanced. But they did predict laptops and what do you call them?
Next generation or the
Next
original?
generation. They have laptops on the desk here before laptops were a thing. 87, fuck. And they're still trying to make a tricorder, but they haven't really got it right yet.
It's kind of. It doesn't really make sense. Why would you make a tricorder?
Well, tricorder is essentially they're trying for the medical tricorder, but another tricorders. I think their parameters are like it has
So
to be
it's
able to
an
detect
iPad.
life.
It would be an iPad.
No. But I mean, like it has to be able to like by itself detect life forms within 100 feet.
Or like an infrared thing?
You could infrared doesn't really count. It has to have that, but it also has to be able to just detect life, and we haven't really mastered that kind of sensor technology yet.
There's no need, really. I don't
Well,
think.
it'd be cool for soldiers
Yeah.
because infrared.
Yeah, but you have satellite imaging, so you can see everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
kind of unnecessary, but it'd be cool though. Yeah, she's super annoying.
This one?
Yeah,
I like her.
Not as annoying as fucking the one for the season.
Oh, Pulaski's such
Yeah,
a bitch.
see,
I
I
hate her.
didn't like
She's
her.
Pulaski, the old doctor that replaces Crusher. Well, Crusher.
And
gets
then when she
pregnant.
comes
Oh,
back,
yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
yeah.
The actor gets pregnant, so apparently they can't have a pregnant girl on the show.
Yeah, that's horrible. Well, it wouldn't make sense for a character, I guess. You'd have to
Well, who
explain
are they
who's
going to
the
explain
daddies.
the father?
Yeah,
Exactly.
They could have just went like, oh yeah, Picard.
Is
her
it
hooked up.
Picard?
Yeah. Or some alien impregnated her, whatever.
Oh my god, she's the.
That would have been way too advanced. People wouldn't like that.
There was an episode where Diana Troy got
Yeah,
impregnated
actually,
by
that's
an
right.
alien and conceived within like 6 hours.
And then the kid turned like 20 in like within 10 hours.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird.
Grew up into like
was
a
a
super
bratty
god
little-
or something like that.
Or wait, it might not be bratty, but whatever.
You're right. Most of the kids on this show are bratty, but that kid was like a weird omnipotent god.
That's it, yeah.
It was really creepily nice.
And advanced and smart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
learned super quick.
Can you
Counting
imagine
Is
like
that true?
having sex the next day, giving birth, and then within a day the kid's 20?
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Yeah, I'm sticking to dogs. Dogs
what you
like
looking for,
Dave
Dave?
Burnt.
Oh, right there.
I smoked it.
All gone. Yeah, that is true. The counting coup thing. It's the Native American thing.
Okay.
Again, I don't understand why they're fucking dealing
We
with
comparing
these
feet?
assholes.
Yeah, see, yeah,
Just confirming.
mine are bigger.
Riskiest prize. This all is convoluted and doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they're talking about the magic box.
Yeah, but why would he? Why would he risk the ire of this giant spaceship in orbit
I should have.
just for a woman? One
Why-
woman? He's
You're-
gonna risk.
You're bitter.
Well, yeah, I'm black. But I mean,
You're bitter.
the safety of his entire planet.
No, man.
The safety of his entire planet. And they're aliens, so he doesn't even know if he can. They have the same parts.
I'm pretty sure they do.
You think so?
From what I've seen.
Yeah.
They're
They're closely related.
Yeah.
That's why this is so offensive, and it's funny that they don't play it on syndicated television. I can totally see why they don't.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's so offensive.
Oh, if there was a show that aired and it looked like this right now, it would just like the professional outrage artists, especially in this day and age.
The internet would go nuts on this here today. Yeah.
My God.
Here you go.
Joel.
Was that a full-on burp?
It was.
I don't know if I've done one yet.
Light.
I got you drunk ones that I'm not ever.
Oh really? Oh, thank God. Thank you.
Oh well, they're just unintelligible. Yeah, again, they keep on talking about the customs of these people. Who gives a fuck? They kidnapped one of your officers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's when I like if this was a more realistic show, which is the difference between anything now and then. Because if it's not realistic, nobody buys it anymore.
Yeah.
But like TV was TV back in the day. You know what I mean?
You had to give it certain consideration.
Yeah, because kids had imagination.
Well, that too.
It was just different. Like you didn't look at it like, because everything's gritty and real nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything. Yeah.
And they couldn't. They
You see
felt like
every
they could do
open
that.
pore on a high
Yeah.
screen definition.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd see a lot of fucking awful shit if this was on a bigger screen.
Are they working on a new series for
In like 2017,
I heard
supposed to
that.
come out.
Star Trek?
Yeah.
Why?
I
Right?
don't know.
Why does it take a year and a half?
And for, if,
Why is it taking a year?
if
now?
what I-
It's just
well,
why would they do
seriously.
it?
If
at
what
this
I read
point?
Oh, why would they do it? I want to see a new one.
if what I read on the internet is to be believed, apparently the guy who wrote Transformers is going to be writing it.
Oh, Jesus.
Or
Yeah.
show running it or something. I don't know.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, I'm not so stoked on that.
No.
They should do my idea, and they should do Star Trek Outer Limits. A new crew, a new story.
Every single time?
Episode.
One off?
Fucking, you can have them get killed. Like the first episode.
You can
is
even do
Wolf-
6 episodes.
First episode, Wolf 359. The whole fleet gets wiped out by a Borg ship, and you just
So
follow.
one off?
You just follow the crew as they
Yeah.
all die.
All right.
Next episode.
That sounds awesome.
That next episode with the Babel, that one we watched last time with
The
that
drunk
crew,
thing?
the
It's
crew
the
that
original
died.
crew?
Yeah, we watched that episode
Yeah,
of them
yeah.
all getting drunk
Yeah.
and then killing themselves.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Fucking A. And then the next episode, something else. Honor is everything. See, that's the fucking my complaint with the Klingons.
Okay.
They say that honor bullshit, and they all stab each other in the back.
Well, I was gonna
and
say there
all
isn't
that
there
shit.
like a whole lot of
There's no one cares about honor but Worf and Martok from D69. The only two Klingons that
It's kind of
ever give a
ridiculous
shit.
how she like handed that one guy his ass, who was supposed to be really advanced, and then this
The
one
head
guy like
security.
pushes him
yeah, but
forward.
the head of
Yeah, yeah,
security
yeah.
is her second in command.
Yeah, but he just like grabbed her and hit a button and kidnapped her. Like that's all it took.
No, just
Oh.
like right here, like they shoved her forward, and she was like, get
Oh
off
yeah,
me."
yeah. And she's like
Yeah.
she's. Why hasn't she kicked everyone's
Yeah,
ass?
seriously.
She could have just cleaned up this whole planet.
That
by
would have been
herself.
that would have made that episode so much better. Just right there, she just like hands everybody their
They,
asses.
they beam down
I
and
see what
fucking
you're saying.
yeah. Tasha Yar is just sitting on a big pile of black guys. Like and she's just like I kicked all their asses. Like,
Look what I
Wow, that is pretty ambiguous.
yeah, exactly. I kicked
did. Well,
The one woman conquered 7 black
yeah,
men.
Yeah,
How she's sitting on them?
yeah. That's what I went for. Yeah.
Oh,
it's fucking deep.
did you just say that?
What is it? Where's that like?
Oh no, that was brilliant. I'm not PCing that.
Oh yeah, totally.
What was
No, how is?
What does that mean?
The politically incorrect bell.
Oh,
When you say something that somebody's gonna be upset about on the internet, we ring the bell.
Yeah, that's the first time it's called tonight.
whatever.
Yeah, we've been slow on that bell. But again, stuff that's politically incorrect for us is not generally what's politically incorrect for other people.
This whole episode
So
is
the
wrong.
fact
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if anybody who seeks out
it
this
was
episode,
Yeah.
deep.
If they're upset, if
But how
they're-
is that?
no,
Like,
but I mean, if they're upset with what we're saying and they're watching this episode,
I
then
can't believe this
get
even
your priorities
happened.
straight. It's weird, man.
It is really weird.
Yeah. I want to say it never went to syndication.
I can't see them playing it nowadays.
Yeah, even in
and
the
they're
90s.
playing
I don't
with
think
just
so.
sticks.
Yeah. Yeah, see, look how offensive
No
this shit,
stare.
even just the background crap.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Gas, murmurs
Oh,
and gas. Speak, Ivana.
Oh, you just met this girl.
Oh,
Super dance? What was that? Super dance?
Super scenes.
Super
Super
Scenes.
dance?
Super dance.
Oh, the super dance would have been
The
so much
subtitles
better.
are going by so fast.
It's okay. Don't
Having
ever
trouble
forget
reading?
super dance.
well, which one would you like?
I don't care.
And in the book. I brought Wonder.
So
Bread.
they actually have something that they're bartering with, like there's some vaccine or something at this point that they want.
That's why they're
Okay.
actually dealing with this shit because they have medicine
Oh,
that
God.
these people have that the Enterprise needs because they can't replicate this medicine apparently.
Hey, Bailey. Come on, buddy.
Weird scene. Why is everybody
Why-
holding their arms so?
Why
like-
don't they just transport up and steal the medicine?
Because it's Star Trek, and they'll make it into a 45-minute episode.
Yeah, but I mean, it's so
They're not
simple.
bandits.
The
They're not
solution-
Firefly.
Yeah, I know, but they already they pulled the gun first. They kidnapped Yar. Like you don't owe these people anything.
Hmm?
Steal the medicine.
Hey, puppy.
Hey, could make a noise.
Dog.
Really? Don't
How
have
dare you,
children.
dog.
She's getting picked up on the mice. If I had children, I wouldn't let them in the fucking recording room.
Why is Daddy always behind that locked door?
That could mean so many things.
I know. I
That's-
went there.
That's going into the ad. I'm cutting that part out. Putting that into the ad. Just that. You saying that. Hey.
Well, I'd hope so.
See, look at they carry around spears. How offensive is that?
Well,
Who
the
made
fact that she's kind of
idea?
like thinking about whether or not she can take her at this point is ridiculous.
Yeah, and why are they even?
Well, it's because they need the vaccine.
Again, just steal the vaccine. Steal the fucking vaccine. These guys have kidnapped your crew member,
Okay.
and now you're gonna participate in a duel to the death as a Starfleet officer.
Lie down. Lie down. Down. Excuse me. No, I'll take another one of those chocolates, though.
Snack time.
Munchies. Oh, and I got an empty wrapper. Fucking guys.
That's how you know.
There we go. It's like Scrabble. I'm gonna miss a turn.
So what is Picard trying to attempt at this point, honestly?
He's just trying to talk them out of this, feel them, make it, lull them into a false sense of security, I guess.
Oh, and maybe stall.
Yeah. But again, I'm still irritated that they're not just wide beaming all these guys and SWAT teaming the medical bay and stealing all the medicine.
Trying to be Why are you trying to be politically correct in this
Yeah, I
racist
don't know.
episode?
Don't want to try. That's why I like the Enterprise so much, because there was no prime directive. Archer could just fucking go do whatever the fuck he wanted.
No prime directive.
Yeah, no, they don't deal with it. I believe they say that Archer actually writes the prime directive or some bullshit like that, but he doesn't have to follow it up until...
Oh, so do as I say, not as I do?
Basically, yeah. Well, he makes all the mistakes, and he's like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't fuck around with people. That's what they try to get across anyway. It fails spectacularly. And your cloak?
Oh, I'm smarter than you, motherfucker.
It's thickening. It's getting pretty heavy. I can't watch the end. It's gonna be.
It's because of the music, you know.
No, it's because I've watched
he
this
shaving
episode
while
like 17 times.
I don't remember that. That's the actual Star Trek razor right there.
It's true.
Yeah, but if you have a little glass block that you just rub on your face, you can pretty much get the closest shave possible, right? Why doesn't Data have a beard?
A beard?
Yeah. Think he could grow one?
Who, Data?
I don't think you could.
I didn't also think he'd be able
Well,
to
up until
get drunk.
Deep Impact.
Yeah, apparently he can catch a virus.
Did you just say Deep Impact?
No, sorry. What's the first contact?
Oh,
The movie.
Yes.
Star Trek movie, yeah.
That's when he gets human flesh because the Borg gives it to him.
Yeah, and then he gets it burnt
And
off.
there's hair on it.
Yeah,
right,
there's
okay.
eyebrow or a little bit of human
Kind
hair.
of forgot about that.
But like they take that presumably from one of his crewmates on the Enterprise and stick it on Data's face, which is kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, the robot outranks him.
Yeah, at this.
Right now it does, yeah.
It does.
What's Geordi?
A lieutenant right now.
Oh, okay.
And Data's a lieutenant commander.
Oh, okay.
Again, your transporters work. Just transport her up and transport the medicine up and leave.
Well, don't they actually
Yeah, seriously.
disgrace
It's so
them
easy to do.
and set it right, though?
What's
At the end of the episode, they end up...
Yeah,
they
yeah,
fight.
But it's stupid. You'll see.
Yar wins.
Mm.
They transport her back up, give her the antidote, and bring her back to life. And then
Spoilers,
she
everyone.
said... Oh, well...
Okay, go ahead.
Well, she's like, fuck you, all this is mine. I don't
Yeah.
want you as my number one.
Yeah.
You can be the bitch.
Yeah.
If I'm not
What about
mistaken.
the uniform colors? Does that signify anything?
Yeah, red is officer, engineering is operations, and blue is science.
Security.
What is gray?
Red, security counts as officers.
What is gray
Oh,
with the
yeah.
pink belt sash?
Don't care about my Starfleet ranking, and the Picard lets me get away with anything.
Okay.
Because I
I'm
got a
the
set of tits.
sexy
Yeah.
set of tits on screen. But they've changed. It's changed between this one and the original.
Oh yeah.
In the original, gold
Red.
was officer,
That's
and red
right.
was operations.
That's right.
Operations counts as security, engineering.
And they
And,
died first.
Yes, basically. Yeah. They really switched it up in TNG though.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's some guy in a blue shirt or a yellow shirt, not a red shirt that's dying. Because they realized that it was a trope. There's a couple of blue shirts that die in the original series too, but it's mostly red shirts.
I love Wrecker's voice when he's not speaking on screen. He's just slowly walking around, not
narrating
really
himself.
doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm important, damn it.
It's ridiculous.
Fine tuning.
There's no physical training anywhere that matches Starfleet.
Oh.
The 80s headband, too. Like, what the hell? You will be a career Starfleet officer for maybe 3 more episodes. There you are. So.
Milk it.
Yeah, milk that shit as long as you can.
Not likely. Not bloody likely. Bum, 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 bum. It's so suspenseful, that music.
You forget every once in a while that it's an 80s show.
It's so
halfway through,
80s.
And then it's fucking, you're like, oh wait, it's a 90s show now.
This isn't 80s. This is 90s.
No, 87.
That
This is
really
fucking
looks
87?
like you're pissing into
No.
your cup. Except the spout's a lot bigger.
No problem docking with that fucker.
Docking while watching Star Trek.
When has anybody ever brought up docking while watching Star Trek? Never happened before.
Do not know who watches Star Trek. I'm certainly sure that's happened before.
Well, it's a double entendre.
No,
Docking,
I know
docking.
exactly.
Yeah.
No,
I can't believe they keep on showing those assholes with spears. It's so offensive.
Scary.
Like advanced alien race.
Can you
of
imagine
all-
somebody with a giant sharpened stick
It's so
versus
technic-
a laser?
so technologically advanced.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Oh, why does she keep talking about the fact she's attracted to him? That's weird.
Oh, the guy that
This is
kidnapped her?
weird,
Did she
yeah.
already have Stockholm?
I was
She
just
does,
gonna
yeah,
say that. Oh my
clearly.
god.
It's been going on this whole episode. It's like, it's really odd. This whole episode is so, like, not PC at all.
No.
Try on these shoes.
A gift from our leader, a bunch of shoes. And the weapon they choose to fight with is just the stupidest thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
Watch this thing she picks.
I look forward to this. Oh. Spiky
Da,
spike.
da, da, da.
She doesn't even open the other boxes. She just picks this stupid thing.
Box number 1.
Box number 1. I don't even care what box number 2, 3, or 4 has. I'm just gonna pick this thing.
For the wall?
They had nothing in
How
all
much
the other
insulation
boxes.
do you have going on there?
I thought it was a window.
That's not impressive
How
at all.
is she
I would
getting
look at
prior
this and I'd be
training?
like, yeah, I got this.
That's the fighting ring they have to fight in. This jungle gym. This kid's jungle gym.
But why does she get to practice?
Yeah, that's
Could
true.
they not at least cast somebody to do something crazy?
Again, it's the 80s.
Like, I would look at that and be like, you're slowly doing, like, basic gestures. I have this. I'd be like, it's okay, guys. Get back on the ship. I'll be there shortly.
Yeah, just I'll communicate to you in like fucking hour, maybe 2 hours,
Yeah.
and you should beat me up. I'll have all the medicine with me.
Well, that would have happened 14 hours ago.
Yeah,
but seriously.
They've already been here 2 days. Any one of us commanding the Enterprise would have been out of the system by now.
Oh, easily. It's a serious job.
Was I seen leaving?
Was that English?
was Klingon and you asked me to leave.
Do you know Klingon?
I actually did know a few lines in Klingon. I don't think I would remember them now. I have no idea.
I'm
but
such a closet nerd that I've deliberately fucking avoided even learning the basic word of any Star Trek language, just so I can say I don't know that. I'm not willing to take that step. I don't want to know Elvish. I don't want to know how fucking Dwarvish is written. I don't want to know how.
I feel like you would stab yourself with that thing before you stab somebody else.
So dangerous of a weapon. It's like a lightsaber.
Well,
Everybody would kill themselves.
I actually thought you were talking to Harrison.
That weapon. Everybody would kill themselves
No,
with a
that's
lightsaber, and everybody would kill themselves with that thing.
All right, fight to the death.
Again, civilized space-wearing race still has fights to the death.
Yeah.
Yeah. Offensive as fuck.
She's doing gymnastics, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, and what's the point of only having 4 bars that are electrified? Like, why would you grab those?
Yeah. You would regret it.
Yeah, I guess you could fall into it or something and get electrified, but...
I died orgasming!
Best way to go.
Car crash, immediately whip out your dick.
She's getting stabbed with those barbs right now.
It's the stupidest thing ever. Oh, that guy just died.
We need
Watch
to
this.
drag the
Watch.
dead body.
Yeah, wait. Oh, here you go. Oh, yeah. Oops.
Yeah, you're dead.
Oh.
Good times.
Yeah. Don't put a net up or anything.
I don't want to sit courtside to that.
Don't put a net up or anything.
The greatest spectator sport ever.
Oh, I'm dead. Okay.
That cost me $14.95.
Paid to get a ticket for
They were so cheap.
Fuck,
I
that
couldn't
was.
say no.
I was just gonna say. Careful, Urena.
Oh. Cheering for Urena.
Look at that outfit. What is she wrapped in? Jesus.
Oh, that's the one I needed.
What is she wrapped in tinfoil?
It's distracting.
It's very distracting. They're like, what should she fight in? What's the fighting
Why
outfit?
would that ever
What's
happen
with
like
Yar's
this?
fucking underlying fucking eyes? Like,
Yeah.
my eyes are scary. I got a bandana headband. Fucking 80s workout.
And
you
it's also made
teen.
of tinfoil.
I was talking about Yar's, but yeah, the other one too.
Yeah. Oh, she got her. I knew that was happening.
Yes.
Why am I sounding like I'm surprised? I knew that was gonna happen.
She's
She got her,
poisoned.
though.
I steal her. I fix her. She's mine now. Ha.
So now they're beaming them around? Oh.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
poisoned her.
now
and
they
they're
can
gonna,
beam them up.
They're gonna, what do you call
Oh,
it?
we're gonna save you though.
Yeah, they're gonna save her. So they fulfilled the right of
But they couldn't
Death
just steal
combat.
the vaccine.
exactly.
Well,
They can
there's
fuck with-
honor.
They can fuck
Harrison.
with this traditional, whatever you call it. Fight
Yeah,
to the
because
death
this is
culture.
actually within their prime directive.
No, they're not supposed to fuck around. They're not.
Oh,
supposed
that's
to do
actually
this.
supposed to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
you're
thing,
not.
yeah.
That is part of the
they're-
prime directive.
They're
Oh, I
doing
fucked up.
doing a loophole, and why can't they just do the loophole of fuck it? We just transported them up.
Because they did that, and then 1,000 fucking Harrisons that are nerdy little fucks called them on it, and they were never
Very
allowed to
probably true.
do this kind of episode
Yeah.
again.
I'd be.
Oh, yeah.
If that timeline existed, I'd be arguing on the other
We
side.
kind
of
of
this.
contradicted ourselves.
Yeah, we did.
Thank you.
Oh, and then look at this.
Number one.
Ooh.
What, 5 to beam up? He just beams them up without their permission.
Yep.
So why couldn't he just beam the medicine up without their
Could've
permission?
this whole time.
Yes. He's willing to break the rules, but
Yep.
not like.
I get it.
God damn it.
You're wanted in the lounge.
Oh, the lounge.
This way, gentlemen.
The lounge.
To the lounge.
What's your favorite drink, gentlemen?
I
It's
think
called
that's the only time they call it the lounge.
revenge.
Yeah, revenge. My drink is revenge. Preferred.
Best served cold.
For every other time they talk about this room, I think it's the conference room.
Well, it's the lounge
The
tonight,
briefing room?
Harrison.
What's lounge
It's the
about?
briefing-
A
it's the
big
briefing room.
desk?
Nothing.
There's nothing loungy about this room. There's no couches. There's no TV. It's a conference room or a fucking boardroom at the very best. Stab him with it. Just like, swing this around with your bare hand. It's a good idea.
Stab you.
At this point, I think they'd be swinging with their dicks.
Yeah, fuck. Getting all pissed off.
It's true.
And then this is weird too. They try to save face here by making them like a civilized culture by the fact that this guy just goes along with it. He's like, yeah, okay. I'm not the
And
leader
why is she
anymore.
in a different color of tinfoil?
Oh, she is. She was in yellow before, wasn't she?
It was some sort of yucky.
Really?
Yeah, she was like a yellowy
She's in a
gold.
completely different thing?
Same outfit.
It's the same
but
outfit,
pink.
different color.
Yeah.
It's a more
How sad
pink
for you.
sort of scene.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
he doesn't care. He just... So,
Nope.
yeah, but I don't get it. Like, they just expect him not to betray them and kill them both.
Well, that's odd.
Yeah, it's weird. See, I will have you as my number 2. Like,
Yeah,
would you trust that motherfucker? I wouldn't trust him.
his honor.
Yeah, but I mean, like, up
Dictates you.
until 45 minutes ago, they were plowing each other. Now they're plowing each other? Like, what the fuck?
Indeed.
Like, that's kind of a fucked up situation, don't you think? You are no longer the leader. I'm the leader, and I take your wife. And you have to be my vice president
Maybe
now.
not wife, but I'm sure that's happened
You have
before
to be
here.
my vice
Smile and
president
nod.
now. Yeah, smile and nod, yeah. Oh, look at Wesley's just sitting in... Some guy who's worked his entire life to sit in that chair. Yeah, because there's only 1,000 people on board. We couldn't find anybody but the 16-year-old to fucking man the operations fucking console. What the fuck?
Fuck that guy.
Is that clock accurate?
It's delayed.
So it's like an hour?
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual clock, it's not.
9:45.
Yeah, you go. Ah, there you go, guys. Episode 4, the most racist
Dun,
episode
dun,
ever.
dun,
That was
dun,
horrible.
dun,
Yeah, it was
dun,
fucking
dun,
That was painful to watch.
dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun,
What's the next
dun.
one? The Ferengi one?
The
The
next
first
song?
Ferengi episode, which
Oh,
is
that's a good one.
basically just as offensive. Fuck.
Yeah, a little bit. They're fucking sexist as fuck.
But thanks everybody for joining us for the latest live episode. You guys all
It's
have a
always
good
a
one.
pleasure.